Did you want to run away from home when you were young? After taking the college entrance examination, do you want to stay away from home as far as possible? When we were young, we were so stubborn. We never listened to our parents. We usually have many conflicts with our parents, just like the feminine lead and the mother in this movie. What time do you go home at night? Are your clothes folded? Who makes eggs in the morning? It's the problem. They are still talking about college in the last second, but her mother is going crazy in the next second. That makes the feminine lead too angry to jump off the car. The feminine lead is a high school student in a small town in California. Her parents named her Christine, but she gives herself the name Lady Bird. When the people want to flee, they all seem to want to become birds to fly far away and get a new life. She always wants to leave her hometown to come to college in New York. But her mother opposes her. The main reason is that the tuition is too expensive. Her mother hopes that she can go to college in California because the tuition is low and it's safe to stay close to home. Therefore, they always quarrel because of this problem. The new semester of grade 12 begins. She is bored with the study. The teacher tells Lady Bird that she is very gifted at performance. So the teacher suggests that Lady Bird can go to the school theater to audition. She tells her father that she is applying to several schools on the east coast of New York. She hopes that his father will help her to apply for a government allowance without telling her mother. Her father also says that the tuition is very expensive, but in the end, he still agrees with her. Her father drives her to school every day, but Lady Bird doesn't want her classmates to know about her family situation. So she refuses to let her father drive into the school. She walks into the school. She admires the rich classmates in the school. She feels that those rich classmates are always outstanding. Lady Bird and her classmate go to their school theater to audition. They are all selected. When they audition, Lady Bird has a crush on a male actor named Danny at the first sight. After that, the relationship between them is better and better. At a dance party, she bravely invites Danny to dance with her. After the dance party, they kiss each other. This is Lady Bird's first kiss. On the way back home, she runs and shouts, happy as a child. After that, Lady Bird and Danny often date. They dance among the flowers. They lie on the grass and watch the star together. They enjoy the beauty of love. Lady Bird participates in a public performance of the school theater and the performance is very successful. After the performance, they celebrate. During this time, Lady Bird comes to the washroom. But the women's washroom is full of people. She can't hold any more. Lady Bird chooses to come to the men's room. She discovers Danny kissing another boy there. She is shocked. She turns around and leaves there. Lady Bird realizes that Danny is homosexual. She can't accept it. She decides to break up with him. So Lady Bird feels sad because of disappointed love. When Christmas comes, her father helps her to apply for a government allowance as a gift. Lady Bird feels extremely happy. During the summer vacation, Lady Bird works in a coffee shop. There, she meets Kyle, a music band member who had performed at the bar before. She thinks Kyle is different from others. At school, Lady Bird tries to ingratiate herself with the rich Jenna. She helps Jenna to make fun of the teacher who Jenna hates, goes to the class with her. Lady Bird's best friend Julie discovers that Lady Bird to ingratiate herself with the rich Jenna gives up the performance. They quarrel because of this matter. Jenna and Kyle are also a friend. They often meet each other. Lady Bird often talks to Kyle. Soon, they are together. But Lady Bird doesn't know that Kyle is a bad boy. Lady Bird is punished by the school for disrespecting the teacher. She is suspended from school. Her mother is very angry when she knows about it. She scolds her a lot. They quarrel because of this. Lady Bird comes to meet Kyle and loses her virginity to him. But Kyle tells her before her, he has had sex with several girls. After she knows it, she feels that she is cheated and leaves there. Her mother drives her home. She hugs her mother. She cries sadly. Her mother wants to make her happy, so she takes Lady Bird to see the house on the weekend. Although they can't afford to buy a new house, they like to watch beautiful houses. They dream of living in it. This can make them feel short-lived happiness. That day, Lady Bird receives the letters of some school. Many schools refuse her application. Luckily, a school put her on the waitlist. She is extremely happy. She prepares to take part in the last dance party. Lady Bird and her mother go to the mall to buy clothes. But because of different opinions, they quarrel again. At night, Lady Bird still chooses to take Kyle's car to go to the dance party, although they have broken up. On the way, one of the friends of Kyle says that she doesn't want to go to the dance party. They want to go to another place. Lady Bird wants to go to the dance party, but no one cares about her. At this time, she realizes that those rich girls do not care about her at all. Therefore, Lady Bird asks Kyle to drop her off at Julie's apartment. She chooses to reconcile with her best friend. Then they go to the dance party together and play happily as before. In a flash, Lady Bird graduates, her family gets together in a restaurant. Everyone happily talks to each other, but Danny carelessly reveals that Lady Bird's place on the waitlist of New York school. Her mother feels very surprised and angry. After coming back home, Lady Bird apologizes to his mother for hiding her. But her mother doesn't care about her, she doesn't say any word. Lady Bird and her mother are now in a stalemate. Lady Bird later receives the school's notification. She is enrolled by New York School. She packs her things and tidies up the room. She also repaints the walls of the room and erases all graffiti on the wall. It seems to be completely disconnected from the place she grows up. Then her mother drives her to the airport, but her mother doesn't accompany her to go to the airport lounge. She drives back home alone. On the way, her mother can't help crying and she drives back to the airport. But Lady Bird has already gone. When she arrives at the university, she opens the luggage. She finds several letters in her luggage. She calls her father. Her father tells her that they are all written by her mother. During that time, they don't talk to each other. Her mother writes everything she wants to say in the letters. The letters' content is full of care and love from her mother to her. Finally, Lady Bird goes to New York where she always dreams of. Later, she finds that it doesn't seem as beautiful as she imagines. The so-called freedom in the big city seems to be no one care about you. That makes her feel unfamiliar and lonely. She calls her mother. She begins using her birth name again. She misses her hometown so much, misses her parents so much. He loves her mother so much. The plot of this movie is very real. It's easy for the audience to empathize. From the mother's point of view, parents restrict and oppose us in many things. It comes from their love for us. They don't want to let us suffer losses or step into the wrong track. From the daughter's point of view, when we were young, we were so obedient. Choose the university according to parents. Our life is restricted by parents. Then when can we make our own decision? So we begin fighting. But when we are sensible, we face with the choices, we always want to make our decision. And we usually turn a deaf ear to parents' opinions. There are some truths that we have to experience to understand. It's just a different point of view and different stages of life.